Ooh.
Yeah, we're live, and we're live, and I'm not even paying attention.
We're live.
What is up, everybody? Welcome to the live show of the Vape team. It's just Mike and I. BK's missing in action again. We haven't heard from him, so I'm not really sure. I know that he's been moving, and he's got a whole bunch of stuff going on, but he didn't let us know what was up, so I had no idea if he was going to be here or not tonight. So he's not here again. Did you hear anything, Mike?
Nothing. I wish I did. I actually was chatting with him last night, and he didn't really say anything. That he wasn't going to show up, so I don't know. Hopefully everything's okay. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
So welcome, everybody. It's kind of a weird night. I got home from work today, and I was so exhausted because I've been up late this week making a lot of videos and stuff, and I bailed. So I woke up at like 9:20. Okay, so I didn't take a nap. I had a full sleep session, and I woke up, looked at the clock. I was like, oh my God, I didn't even send the invites for the show, and I figured Mike's like, what the hell? So I jumped out of bed. I ran downstairs, set it up, and I just finished eating a steak as I was sitting here chatting with Mike. And I got a fresh cup of coffee, and I'm here. So I don't know. That's all I have to say, Mike. I got morning head.
So
I didn't get head, but you know what I'm saying.
Morning head? How was your steak?
It was juicy and delicious.
Nice.
I love a good steak. I had 2 baked potatoes. I only ate one of them, and just a steak and potatoes. That was it.
Very nice.
What did you have for dinner?
I had grilled chicken Caesar salad.
Ooh, yummy.
Yes. Trying to lose some weight, some more weight.
I think you look beautiful.
Thank you.
I love you just the way you are.
Well, I'm down 35 pounds since I started doing the channel. So I've actually been losing weight doing this.
Losing weight and vaping at the same time.
Pretty good. I think that's what's good about all these flavors that we're vaping, you know? It suppresses the appetite, having sweets and just vegging out with junk food. You just vape it and it's like you're getting your fix, you know?
Of junk.
Yeah. What are you vaping on tonight, buddy?
Well, to be honest with you, let me show you. I don't know if you can see this, but let me turn this off. Can you see my table at all here? No.
Nah, just the lamp, the top of that lamp.
That was my monitor, yeah. Anyway, I'm vaping on a tremendous amount of stuff, Mike. Just to give you an idea of how much I've been vaping this week, I think I got this on Saturday.
Oh.
My good friend Raj at Wet Vape sent me a 120 milliliter bottle. And look at the amount left. That's so sad. So I've had a serious vape issue this week. And I'm hitting the Kangertech sub box with the RVA section in here. So I'm vaping on that. I'm vaping on the Anakin Coolfire 4 with the iSub. I'm vaping on my an oldie but goodie a month and a half ago. It's an oldie now. The M class.
Oh, that's outdated.
Yeah, ancient. Fucking. I shouldn't even bring it up. I should leave it out of my mouth.
Just give it away.
Yeah. With my dot mod Petri on there. Nice. And I actually have a temp control build on the dot mod. So I've been dripping on that all day today. And I'll tell you what, man. It is really freaking good. I'm going to drip it right now, and I'm going to hit this shit for you right here.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. And what I also have, and I'm going to, you know, if you notice this week on my channel, Mike, and all you guys, I've been trying to do my follow-ups to videos that I did, like, first impressions of. So this week I took a look at the sub box again. I took a look at the Coolfire 4 again. I also, I'm going to be taking a look at this again. And I think this is at stores now. So I'm excited to hear your impressions and everybody else's impressions soon. Right now, I have a titanium coil in here. And what I'm finding is that I need a lot more temperature on a lot of these temperature control devices. I need a lot more temperature to get the same effect, but
That's
it hits really good once you turn the temperature up.
I keep on saying that it's not released yet.
I saw it on, where did I see? My Vapor store maybe today?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Cool.
So let me take a hit of this dot mod for you, Mike. How about that?
All right, look it up.
I'm 40J in it for you. It's a 0.06 build, 520 degrees.
Hey, at least you're not gonna hashtag dry hit that shit for us, right? With the temp control.
Hopefully not with temp control in the J with a nipple build. Hashtag non-dry hit that shit. It's really not fair for all my subscribers that enjoy a nice classic TVC dry hit to not give them that. So I think maybe I should start banning temp control.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm vaping. Let me tell you guys what I'm
Mike, I just wanted to say, our two favorite ladies are in the house tonight. Tess is here, and Tracy Loves Jim is here.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Yeah, I just picked up. Actually, I'm using tonight my the Subbox Mini, and I got inside here this new stuff, Snap e-liquids. Basically, it's looks like a Snapple bottle. Look at that. It's Snapple iced tea peach. Snapple peach iced tea. Vaping it. And it's pretty good. Good stuff here. You guys got to pick this up. Yeah, I'm doing that. I have my flask with the silo tank with an Atlantis nickel coil in here. And I got Loopy.
Motherfucking Lupe.
My Lupe. And I got the iJust. And I have to say, this iJust is badass. It is light. It holds 5.5 mLs of liquid. The airflow on it is so perfect. And I know it comes with that vape band that it comes with to adjust your airflow, but I really use it because I don't need it. Its purpose is basically for your airflow and also to keep it from sliding out of your hands. So, but yeah, and I got some Arise in here from the Cloud Company. Pretty good. Get rid of this shit. Nice. And I have a new toy that I just received today. I have this nice little setup here. It's the Dos Equis box mod. It's a fully mechanical box mod with the Royal Hunter RDA. And this setup is just pure sexiness. Got a 0.17 build, and I got Telios. What is it? The Crunch and the other one. It's called the Milk mixed together in here. Pretty good. I'm gonna take a hit of this shit for all of you too.
Holy fuck! Nice clouds.
Yeah, this is very nice. I like this. This RDA, I really love this RDA. I think this one here is not to the top of my list. The Royal Hunter. We're reviewing these too soon. Pretty good. Just saying we got an echo.
An echo?
Mike has an echo. How
You
about
hear the
now?
echo?
Am I echoing? Let's see if we have an echo. It's a little behind, so we'll see in a second if I'm still echoing.
Hey, Mike, why don't you talk to them about the fucking echo issues we've been having this week?
Oh my god! Ever since he changed his setup, he put some different mics and I don't know, his camera and everything. I just, whenever we talk to each other, I just hear myself through his speakers. It's like, oh, driving me crazy.
And it's driving me crazy. I don't know how to fix it. I think I need to put headphones on. I think
Let's
that's
see.
the answer.
Someone wrote good. I don't know what that is. No echo. Tessa's saying there's no echo. Okay.
Oh, okay. Mike, why don't you try this too? Why don't you can you move your mic a little closer to you?
Well, it's my laptop.
Oh, it's your laptop?
Yeah, this is usually I do my videos from my camera, my reviewing camera, but for this, when we do the vape team, I use my laptop strictly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You sound good to me.
The echo of Mike's voice is on Brian's side. That's what someone wrote, but that's might have been from before. Someone Fresh says it sounds fixed. All right, so we're good on it right now. If you guys hear it echoing, just punch it up again, I guess. Tess, my RDA that I'm using is the Royal Hunter RDA. Tess is asking.
Open that battery door up, Mike. Let me see inside that thing.
Oof. It's a pain in the ass to open it up.
Oh, well, fuck. Then we don't even want to see it.
It's recommended that you have to take the atomizer. You have to take the atomizer off to take the batteries out. And when you put the batteries back in, you got to make sure, obviously, you have no atomizer on there. So to take it out, there's a metal piece here that you just got to push. There we go. There it is. That's the bottom cap. There your battery. You just put it on, push down, slide in. So, pretty cool. Mike has an echo.
Are they fucking with us now?
Nah, I don't think so. No echo here. It's some people have echoes, others don't. I won't even sweat it.
I know, Sean. Big fat engineering fail. Let me tell you something.
So, all right. Got it back on. All right, what do you want to talk about? Let's talk about some things. Let's talk about anything upcoming, anything good upcoming, reviews. You know what I want to talk about, actually? I've been hearing about this box mod with temp control from iJoy. What is like a 200-watt box mod that does temp control too with Canthol. Have you heard about this?
I did. I was contacted by iJoy. I think they said that I'm going to be receiving it the 15th of June or toward the end of the month.
Yeah, that's what they told me.
You getting one too?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I looked up the specs, and I'm telling you, it looks like a dual 18650, which I like for temp control because the battery lasts longer.
Right.
And the shell and everything on the outside of it looks really good. But as we know, beautiful outsides can not add to beautiful performance. By the way, if anybody watching wants to have a really good performing mod that sounds quality, get one of these. Doesn't that sound good? Because we all love squeaking shit. Like when I get a new car, I love when my car squeaks, and like I love it when my bed squeaks never. But mods that squeak, it's the shit. What a beautiful mod, and what a big fat piece of shit.
Yeah. Looks wise, it's a beautiful looking mod, but you can't vape looks. I mean, it works good in Canthol, but for nickel, it's I won't get into it right now for that. But I'm curious.
I'm sorry, Mike. I got off topic. I always do that.
Yeah, but I'm curious on how they're going to do the temp control with Canthol. Do you think they're going to have special coils, or they have like some kind of probe on it for the temperature? Because I don't know how they're going to. Because I hear that it's impossible to temp control Canthol. So
did you see the little screen with the little? It looked like a little drop
Yeah.
And it showed it. If you guys go check out, if you type in Google and you type in iJoy, what is it called? iJoy. Hold on, I'll get you the name.
Yeah, but I'm curious on how they're gonna do that with the Canthal. I mean, if they somehow figure that out. Yeah. And Anakin too, same thing with their temp control, Canthal. But it's strange the way they have it for they have temp control for Canthal, nickel, and titanium. I mean, me, I can't figure out. I mean, I think everybody just wants Canthal. That's the way I see it. But hey. Asolo, John, Mr. John, iJoy Asolo, ASOLO.
Yeah, you're right.
Thank you, John.
Even with the delay, John's faster than I am at looking up information.
For the people that are late coming on tonight, we don't know where BK is. So, yeah. Don't know.
BK with any of you guys?
Where's BK?
I love it. The ass-olo.
Asolo. Anyone someone wrote, anyone using stainless steel wire. Yeah, get that crown tank. Yeah. That crown tank is badass. I know a lot of you guys have it. A few that are watching have it. The crown sub-ohm tank.
You know, Mike, I think, if I'm not mistaken, and you guys that are watching can correct me, I think that one of the issues with Canthal is it has to do with how the board and the chip and the software that's written in the code.
Mm-hmm.
I think it has to be tuned like really, really, really perfect for it to work. And I think it has to be updating like every single second, like in milliseconds. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's what I've seen.
The only way I could see is there's got to be something in the coil or in your tank or whatever that's reading the temperature. Because Canthal, you can't really, I don't know. It's going to be, I'm very curious to see what they've come up with. You know? But, or it could be something to where, like this device, which I'm going to give away a little, it pulses the power. Oh, look who's here. Oh, there he is.
BK, motherfucking.
What's happening, guys?
Oh.
Sorry I'm
What's
late.
up, my lovely? Goodbye again.
Take care, buddy.
You know what we should do, Mike? We should have a setup where it's just a video. We'll record him one week and then just replay it on screen as if he's sitting with us. What do you think?
That sounds good.
So anyway, in the comments, Jack Mehoff.
What
not an offer.
Oh, Jack Mehoff.
He was saying that, you know, you can dial that in with your build and your wicking, though. Well, yeah, you can. But the truth is, I think a lot of times people just want that consistent, I don't want to have to look down or, you know, double check. And also remember, not every vapor is like you in the world. There's a lot of people that want to buy a pre-built coil without doing a build, and they want to have it vape satisfactorily with good flavor, with just putting juice in their tank. You know, they don't want to have to worry about how many wraps and what kind of Canthal, what kind of non-Canthal, what kind of, you know, wattage and voltage. I mean, this shit's overwhelming for a lot of people. And there's, you know, the enthusiasts are probably like, what do you think, 3 to 5%, 10% at the most of the market?
Yeah.
So I get it, but I don't get it because I see people all the time, and they're not like you and I, my friend.
Yeah, what did John write? The Arctic Dolphin checks the resistance 1,000 times a second. Kind of insane. Yeah, what it does, it's pulsating power on the Arctic Dolphin. And also the Arctic Dolphin, there's no wattage. It just goes by what your temperature is. It's going to vape at that temperature. So, like, for example, I have the the smoke TCT on here, 424 Fahrenheit, and the vape is just weak. So you say, oh, just raise the temperature on it. But that defeats the purpose. If I'm going to raise it to like 500 or 550, fine. If there's liquid in there, you'll be fine. But what happens if I'm not paying attention and I drain it? And I'll get a dry hit. I'll get a burn hit. So that's the reasoning of not putting it to 500. I mean, you could when it's a full tank, but start slowly bringing it down. I don't know. It's crazy, you know? And I just don't quite understand the temperatures of going up to 600 on these things.
So
I'm in a battle right now, Mike, with my preferences as a vapor and trying to utilize temperature control satisfactorily, you know, like trying to enjoy it. And sometimes on certain, you know, mods, I'll be at like 440, 450, and it produces that. We all know that vape where it's like nice and rich and saturated and flavorful.
Mm-hmm.
And then other times I'll hit and it'll be like it's just lacking. It's like it's muted. It's not kicking vape in my mouth. You know, like I like.
Like right now with this, because there's no wattage, I got a 424. It's just I don't feel nothing. It's very weak.
You know what, Mike? I'm going to copy you, my friend. I'm going to throw my tank on that ADT mod. And we're going to experience the same thing at the same temperatures.
Yeah.
And then you and I are going to meet up later and do some other fun things.
BK!
Hey, B!
what's up?
What's up, man? How's the move going?
Sorry, buddy. We were out, and honestly, I forgot what time it was, and I just jumped in the car and ran back here.
That's okay.
But the temperature control thing, I caught the tail end of the conversation, and I've experienced the same thing with that. And I've found that if I reset my Addy, you know, as far as the resistance, like reset it as a fresh Addy, a lot of times it clears that up. And sometimes I've also found that that happens when the nickel coil's been used for a couple days. You know, and not in the case of Clearos, because obviously you can't do it, but you know, if it's rebuildable, I'll heat up the coil, not quite to where it's glowing, but just pull the wicks out, heat it up, re-wick it, and reset it, and it'll start vaping real nice again. But yeah, I'm not getting that consistently awesome vape that you get when you throw like a fresh build in there or a fresh coil.
And sometimes it feels like to get that same sensation you're looking for, you have to sort of like jack up the power more and more to get that same feeling.
Yeah, I found.
And I mean, I'm only speculating, but I'm starting to think that it's because of like oxidation on the nickel coil. I think it thinks that it's a higher temperature than you're actually getting, because maybe the coil, the internal part of the coil is actually hitting that temperature, but what's hitting your cotton and vaporizing the e-liquid actually isn't hitting that temperature. I mean, that's just my theory.
Right. I got the nickel coil in a silo tank on this the vapor flask.
Well, it's just janky and, you know, whatever. I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't with this. It's been fine, but it's different with this mod with the ADT. See, I'll give you an example. With this, I got basically the same resistance coil in both tanks, and in the silo tank, I got it at 440 at 45 watts. On this one here, I got it at 424. I could even raise it. I'll put it up to 440. So they're both at 440. With this, it doesn't have wattage. It's just the temperature there. 440 degrees. There's no wattage for me to bump up on there. It just feels weak. And then same thing now. I got the same thing going here, but I got it at 45 watts. Much more, a little warmer, and it's more cloudage you're getting out of it too. So, I don't know. So, we got peanuts.
He loves salty nuts in his mouth.
BK, is that the Vanga guy? Look at that Vanga.
That's what I got too. Salty nuts.
I saw them vagina girls following after you today, BK.
Oh my god. They're ridiculous. If I knew I had to go through that, I would have just bought the fucking thing. Like,
You gotta
seriously,
give them an A for effort.
it was
Why don't you
not even
explain
worth
that
it.
to the audience so they know what we're talking about.
Dude, I mean, it's a good tank. I mean, I'm still vaping it. I've been vaping it for a month, but really? These women were like stalking me. They sent me this thing a few weeks ago, and they were just like constantly like email. Like, when's the review going to be up? When's the review going to be up? When's the review going to be up? It's like, I'm not your advertising department. I'm a reviewer. You know
How do you
what I
like
mean?
that comment I made? Any minute now, they're going to be spamming your channel. And all of a sudden, all of Vanga, all the people from Bilson are on your channel spamming it.
And she even answered you and laughed and thought that was funny that you said it.
Yeah, she liked that.
What? Oh, him. Yeah.
Like comments on your video. But I tell you, they're
It's
going
like,
to
yeah, they're going to be spamming the shit out of you.
Yeah.
And they were like, hi.
Yeah. You had at least I think about 5 of them that commented and shared the video, and they're going to be doing it constantly. You're going to notice it might even go into your spam folder. All their comments. They're going to be sharing your video to everybody. Did he freeze? Oh.
No.
Joel wanted to know about the EVIC, Joytech from EVIC, how I'm liking it.
I don't know if it's just on my end, Brian, but I can hear you perfectly clear. I can't hear Mike at all.
Well, he can't hear me.
Let me turn Mike up. Go ahead, Mike.
Hello, can you hear me, BK?
Yeah, it's still muffled. It might be me.
Oh.
Don't worry about it.
What you guys really need to do is you need to replace me. I'm the problem here, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, talking to the guy who hasn't shown up once and like showed up 20 minutes late today.
And there your and your video just cut out.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm a mess. Am I here now?
Yeah, you're back.
All right, good.
Jack me off writes hot Chinese
I'm
girls.
telling you, dude, I'm all out of sorts here.
It's that fucking Vanga tank. It got to you.
It did. It did. You know, the Vanga went to my head.
I think it's all those Chinese girls. BK, you gotta read my lips. You can't hear a word I'm saying.
A profound silence grips the room.
Yeah.
Mike, this is what we'll do. When you talk, I'll speak for you back to BK. Okay, so BK, Mike just said you're gonna have to read his lips.
Oh, do sign
Jesus
language.
Christ, man. Yeah, usually the fuck up is on Mike's end, but today I'm pretty sure it's on mine.
That's okay. If it makes you feel any better, I woke up from a 4 o'clock until 9:20 nap, if you want to call it that. I call it a full night's sleep. At 9:20, no alarm, nothing, and I looked over and I'm like, holy fuck! So by the way, guys, if this show doesn't go live 1 week, perhaps, it's because nobody has access to start it up on Hangouts, and I've overslept because I like to catch up on sleep on Thursdays.
Shit happens, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
not
Mike,
like
I got
we're
a quick question for you.
Yeah.
BK, you can answer this too. If I invite somebody into Hangouts, where do they get the invite? In Google Plus or in email?
No, you're gonna send it to them.
Hangouts.
Hangouts.
So they have to download the Hangouts toolbar or whatever first?
I mean, I would think so. I
Yeah,
don't know.
you either
I've
got
always had Hangouts, so I don't know.
Yeah, check your email too, maybe. And I'm talking to Sean. We're gonna have him on in about 10 minutes, and I'll explain who Sean is and what it's about. But
On who?
Sean is somebody that we're gonna have on as a guest, BK.
Okay.
For the last 20 minutes, but I'll give you an intro before I bring him on and tell you who he is, what he's about, and what he's doing.
All right.
You're the one that's interviewing him. Sorry you didn't hear that.
Gee, thanks, buddy.
Tracy wrote, Brian, let's talk a minute about the trolls.
Let's talk about trolls. Well, I got 2 words for trolls, and that would be, hold on, fuck and you. I fucking hate trolls. They're such pieces of shit.
Yeah, they are. They're the lowest form of life.
I had 2. By the way, guys, every day I get lots and lots of messages from people direct to me, and a lot of times it's like touching stories about how watching my videos and like Mike's videos and BK's videos have helped them quit smoking, and their lives are changed, and they find my channel entertaining or inspiring, and they want to start their own channel to do vape reviews. And sometimes I like to answer them back with a quick message, but I always tell them, I say, listen, I'm really busy. I'm sorry, but I can't type out like a huge, instructional how-to on how to be successful on YouTube doing vape reviews. But the other night, I was feeling generous, and I know how it feels. Like when I started my channel last September, I didn't know anybody in the vape industry. I didn't know anybody on YouTube. I didn't know how to set up count. I still don't know how to set up audio, obviously. I didn't know anything. So it was really lonely and scary to not have answers about how to get viewers, how to get subscribers, how to get this, that, and the other thing. So anyway, I invited this gentleman that sent me a message, and I said, listen, instead of me typing like a full frickin' paper, let me meet you in Hangouts. So I sent him a message. He came into Hangouts, and we talked for like 20 minutes, and I let him know. And one of the things I said was trolls. The first thing you need to realize is that it's better to take what they say and not take it personally. First of all of us have been haters at one point in our lives. We're all human. And part of the human feeling is to have envy for other people. And if you don't act like you ever felt that, you're lying, because we all go through that. Depending on if you're going through a divorce, if you're having a bad work week, if you got fired, if you're having substance abuse problems, if you're having financial issues, for whatever reason, whenever we're on the down and out, it's easy for us to point fingers at other people and judge them. It could be something as simple as, Brian, your voice fucking sucks. I don't like the way you say the word juice. It could be something as hurtful as, Brian, you've been fucking eating donuts lately. You're putting on weight, which I am, by the way. Whatever they can do to expose your insecurities or your weaknesses, it's kind of like middle school kids.
Yeah.
It's hurtful. It is some days disheartening, but at the same time, for me, I usually feel more empathy for them, because what kind of situation must they be in to feel so much hate that they want to reach out and hurt somebody else's feelings? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Well, the best thing I think with the trolls is to simply ignore them. I used to comment back and go off on them and start a big thing, and they thrive on that. They thrive on that attention that they got to you. Best way is to ignore them. That's the way I see it, and that's what I do. And if they write something very offensive that I don't want in the comments, I'll delete it. That's it. Usually I just keep it up. Want to ask BK how he deals with trolls?
Yeah, BK, Mike wants to know how you feel about trolls.
Honestly, they don't really bother me, to be honest. Like, it doesn't bother me at all. I remember I used to be in the business of I used to sell aftermarket parts on forums and stuff for European cars. So I went through the whole troll thing there, and I get used to it. And initially, it used to piss me off. I used to fight back with them and all that. But, by the time I got to YouTube, like, I dealt with them for so long. It's like, you realize they're just people. They don't know how to express themselves properly. In real life, a lot of them are probably decent folks like you and I, and they're letting their aggressions out in a bad way. But it doesn't mean they're bad people, and it doesn't mean that I need to fight back with them. And it's, you know, if you fight back with them, if you go down to their level, you're reducing yourself to their level, you know, and it's not worth it. And if you let them upset you, you're playing into their game. That's what they want.
Yeah.
So, you know, don't let them upset you. If it's real nasty, just block them, ban them, whatever. If not, just kind of laugh it off. You know, like sometimes I'll just like poke fun back at them, like, yeah, tell me how you really feel, you know, something like that, and I'll just move on. I won't respond to them. You know, if it's horrible, I'll block them. But really, that's it. I just ignore it.
I've noticed that you're excellent at you know, comment section warfare, BK. You're a proven master. I can tell that your years of aftermarket parts has really paid off. Your forum skills are strong.
Why do you say that? Do you follow my comments that much, or?
I'm creepy as shit. I'm a troll, man. No, but like you know, you and I watch the same kind of videos, and every time it's usually with David. David's usually with the one. David's usually the one typing. Somebody fucking you type back and agree with him, or you say something back, and then all of a sudden it's either you and him going back and forth. Then somebody else jumps in and tries to say something to him, and then you jump in to protect him. It's fucking great.
I'll tell him about that the video with Rip Trippers.
Well, you know, the thing is, like, you know, when a troll dives in like the middle of our conversation, and like usually they rip on David because he gets like serious with them, you know, and that's what they want, you know. So they'll start to rip on him a little bit, and then I'll subtly, like in a joking way, just pick apart something they did or something like that, or you know, maybe pick on their grammar a little bit, and then just LOL, and then I just kind of leave, and then they come back and they get a little bit angrier. They can't really say anything to me because I didn't really, you know, directly like attack them, you know. So it just kind of stews the whole thing, and I don't know. I just play around with them. I don't fight necessarily.
Cool. This is weird that he can't hear me.
You know what, guys? I'm going to log out, and I'm going to come back in because the fact that I can't hear Mike is just totally, like, wrecking my whole mojo here.
I just said the same thing. Tell him I said the same thing.
BK, Mike just said the same thing. I'm relaying that information for you.
Wait, tell him again.
He's not here anymore.
I know. That's funny. There he is. Let's see if he can hear me now. Can you hear me?
Perfect.
Oh, you hear me? Good. All right. I couldn't. I said the same thing right before you said that. Like I can't concentrate with you not being able to hear what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was annoying as fuck, dude. Because I know you're saying all kinds of shit over there, and I can't hear anything. But yeah, you're
what I was
fine
saying
now.
before was we're bringing up about the trolls with Jock with was with the Rip Trippers video, right?
Yeah.
What's it like? There was like 15.
It was on Google. Yeah, it was on Google Plus. I commented on one of Rip Trippers' videos, and it popped up in G Plus, and then D Jock with jumped in, and you know, it just went back and forth. His are always the best. There's always good trolls in there.
And the trolls go after him.
Oh yeah. And you know what, dude? He's sitting there, and you know he's reading all this shit. He just laughs his ass off. He doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
Everybody seems to think that BK is trolling us all.
Maybe I am.
Okay, so let me explain who our guest is. Some days on my channel when I'm tired of making the same video of the same type of product again and again, and tired of hearing the same old comments about me making the same video again and again, I get a message that sort of brightens up my day, and it makes me feel like the work that I put into my channel and the work we all do is worthwhile. And I got this message, and I'm going to read it. It's from a subscriber and a fan, and he's also a fan of the Vape team and you guys in your channels. His name is Sean, and he sent me a message, and it said, "Brian, I just wanted to thank you for your good judgment, questionable, by the way, Sean, honest reviews, and fun channel. Long story short, He's a former United States Marine Corps aviator, and he started smoking years and years ago. I'm not gonna give too much personal information because I don't know if he wants to. He was a swimmer and a runner in high school, and last year he tried to run. He couldn't even run 300 feet without getting winded. So big tobacco was killing him. He tried everything to quit, but couldn't stay off the smokes. He dabbled with spinner tubes, various small coil cleros for a year, and it wasn't enough. He said he saw my reviews. He bought an iStick 50 watt, 4 iSub tanks, and a bunch of coils, and now he's been off the smokes for 1.5 months, and he's never going back. He said he knows the story's repeated a zillion times when it comes to vaping or vapors, but he just wanted to let me know the personal impact I had on him, and his wife and his 3-year-old son thanked me. So he wanted me to stay true to myself and keep spreading the good word. And he also sent me a nice, generous donation to my channel, which I always appreciate because I can get new audio equipment for moments like Mike asking me that he's echoing. So I'm going to do this for a second. I'm going to click here, and I'm going to invite Sean to the chat, and we're just going to get to know him a little bit. I love bringing new vapors on, and let me see if I can bring him up. And I'll introduce him to you guys. And this might completely not work at all.
Who knows? Might as well try. BK, you see this setup right here?
Yeah, what is that?
That's the Dos Equis mechanical mod, box mod, with the Royal
Nice.
RDA.
That is freaking sweet, dude.
Right?
That is pimp. It's like all brass and black.
Yeah. And
Real nice.
I actually did my first build under 0.2. I got a 0.16.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah.
Hey, Sean, what's up, man?
I think it's working. Let me kill my YouTube feed, Brian. Thanks a lot for having me on.
Yeah, definitely.
You got me?
Yeah, did you mute the mic on the live feed?
Roger. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I sure can. Is there any
Perfect. You're perfect.
outstanding? Thanks
Great.
a lot for having me on.
Yeah, welcome, man. So, you know, we're by the way, I started vaping last August, so I'm relatively new myself. Also, I just wanted to let you know that I recognize that when somebody reaches out to me and takes the time to actually type thank you, how important that I must have been to them, and also I felt that the same. Like I sent messages to indoor smokers and a couple other people when I started vaping, and I never got messages back. And I knew that, you know, I wanted to reach out to you. And number one, I want to say thank you for your service. It's really, really appreciated. And also, thanks for letting me know you appreciate my work.
Yeah, no, I really appreciate it, Brian. What's up, everybody? BK.
How you doing, buddy?
How you guys doing tonight?
What's up?
Not much, man. Just sticking it out here in Denver, Colorado, you know?
Sweet.
I'm jealous.
It's been up down, man. It's cold. You can't wear the right clothes all day long, then you need to have your sweater by 5 o'clock, even though it was 90 12. So it's been all messed up.
Geez.
What are you
But
vaping
where do
on
you
right
guys-
now?
Well, all right. Look at that. Got the red.
Nice.
I got the red Cool Fire, man. It is so thick. No button rattle.
Nice.
They fixed it. They fixed it. Oh, it's pretty good, man. I'm super happy. And then my my next secondary rig is the 50 watt E-Leaf. But all subs, dude. I've gone to a complete iSub setup. I tried my friend's hair. I've felt it too. They're not good, but I guess I kind of take my military mindset. I like to find a piece of gear that works, and then it's just AK-47 simple every time. You keep the same cartridge on hand, whether it's 7.62 ammo or 5.56. You have a coil on stock, always have ready to go, and I don't have to have multiple parts. So really happy that the iSub, I mean, it might not be as good as some of the stuff I use. And like I said, I'm a newbie, you know. But it's working for me, and it's great. It keeps me off cigarettes. It's very full production.
Hey, Sean, I think your audio is breaking up just a little bit.
Sorry. Should I turn it down?
No, I'm not sure why it's breaking up. I don't know if it's a connection with the internet or if it's...
Okay. 1, 2. Testing?
Testing, testing.
Yeah, I can hear you. Do I sound okay now?
Hey, you sound good now. You were just like breaking up a little bit before.
Oh, okay.
Pretty good
Sorry
now.
about that. All right. Yeah, sorry. Long story short, I just wanted to standardize on one tank that worked really well. Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to standardize on one tank that worked really well. So I've been super happy. This is a brand new product. I mean, it's legit. It works great.
What do you have the iSub set at?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
It's at 28.5 watts right now. And
That's a good set.
yeah, it's
Cool.
just killing it at 28 watts. And, my whole thing here is, I mean, I had a couple things I wanted to talk about, but I don't want to, intrude on your show, So
No, you're
I had
a
a few
guest. I
observations.
mean, talk about whatever you want, man.
Yeah. All right. I appreciate it, BK. Well, I think it's kind of funny because, I'm this 36-year-old guy. I'm not like young and anymore or whatever. I'm married. I got my kid. I have my business that I run. My business partner, Eric Danks, I want to give him a shout out. He's in his first week with this rig. He was 2-pack-a-day smoker. He hasn't touched a cigarette in 7 days.
That's awesome.
It's working. And Eric's a great guy. He's like my brother. I never had him. Good dude. So he's got a blue one and a red one, and I got him all iSub so that we have equipment commonality. You know what I mean? And no, it's just the problem with a lot of vape shops though is they get some of the vape scene that grow up and you're just some family guy.
I think, Sean, I think when you move your head, that's when it breaks up.
Oh, okay. This way?
Yeah, so try to keep still.
Okay. Sorry about that. Hold on,
Okay.
real quick.
Nothing.
Okay, now I'm back, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's this microphone, so I just need to make sure it's right. But I mean now?
Yes.
Hey, you're decent.
Okay. Yeah, no, it just kind of sucks. Some of the vape shops, they get so like there's either online or now the only local shops that are still around are like big into the cloud chasing scene. And you got to build your own stuff, And when you go in, if you're not completely into their scene, they kind of treat you a little bit like an alien,
Yeah.
And I guess it's being a little butthurt, but it's like ask them about a simple rig that's always going to work good, but give me a big cloud, and they're all like, well, you got this and you got to go with that, and they try to sell you a Sigelli 100-something watt with a mutation or some sort of rebuildable deck, and you don't have that skill set, and they're always trying to push that on you right up front in the local vape scene, and that's why I came to the Vapor Chronicles, and that's why I came to Brian, because I learned about equipment that 10 times better than the Ego pens a year ago. I had Spinner 2s. I had the Aspire. I had the Aspire BDC. It was okay, but all of those all of those coils are super tiny. They don't sop up the. And we've now, I think, gotten to the point where we can go off the shelf for less than $70, and you've got a fulfilling vape, dude. It works. Yeah. And this is, I think, 2015. That's kind of my major point I want to mention. We're at the point where you can buy gear off the shelf that works beautifully, and it gives you it gives you everything you're looking for as a smoker. And you couldn't get that a year ago,
No.
No, right now is the best time for vapors. Anybody wants to quit smoking, right now is the best time. Great product, cheap prices.
I've been vaping, a little over 2 years, and when I started, it was rough. It was real rough. The scene was basically, K funds were just coming out. They were rebuildable, so you had to learn to rebuild to vape those. If you didn't feel like vaping a K fund, you were stuck with like the best piece of hardware you could get was like a Kanger Pro tank, like the original, which wasn't that great. I mean, it was basically the same as like your little EVOD pen with like better capacity. If I wanted like real flavor, I was like either doing the K-Fun or I was messing around with Cardo tanks, which you basically stick like a cartomizer, and there was like a long cartomizer. You punch holes in it, you fill the tank up. It was a super tight draw. The flavor was really good, but the draw sucked, and you weren't getting hardly any vapor off of them.
Sure.
So it was like you were either rebuilding or you were dealing with some janky stuff to just get a convenient vape, and it really freaking sucked. And then starting maybe like a year and a half ago or something like that, the drippers and all that started to come in like more heavy. you know, and guys started to get into them. And like before that, you know, they were stuck with that other janky hardware like I was talking about. And that's kind of where like this whole scene comes from, like in the vape shops, like the cloud blowers and shit like that. Like they were sucking on crap like I was vaping. And then drippers came in and they were like, fuck everything else. I'm dripping, mech mods, I'm building low, and like that was it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then this new stuff comes out, and like a lot of these guys are like, I don't want to say they're jaded or what, but like they just don't want to even waste their time because like to them, like everything sucks unless you're rebuilding it.
Right.
And I can kind of like sort of understand that mindset just because like where I came from with vaping, but you know, being in the position of being a reviewer, like they're sending me shit like I normally wouldn't buy, which is like these sub-ohm clear hosts and stuff. And in the beginning, like they were a little iffy, but they were decent. Like we came out with the Aspire Atlantis, we had the original sub tank, which was a little bit better flavor, not as big a clouds, and they were okay. But you know, I was still kind of going back to my rebuildables.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I can understand like how a lot of guys would just be like, you know, fuck this shit. It's just more like clearos with big power. Like, you know, I don't want to be bothered with it, you know. But you know, if you spend the time and you vape some of this new hardware, the stuff is like, it's really getting to the point where we're like 95% of a rebuildable vape.
You might not have to rebuild in another year.
Honestly, you don't really have to rebuild now. Like, you know, the Arctic, the Heracles, you know, the iSub, like all these new tanks, these things put out like crazy vape. You know, this is the Vanga tank. It's a glorified Arctic with top filling.
Sure.
And it's
top fill would be nice.
Not quite a rebuildable, but it's pretty fucking good. You know, I can throw 50, 60 watts at it, rip a big cloud. The flavor's there. You know, the Heracles, that thing, I haven't reviewed that yet, but that thing is freaking outstanding.
I tried one the other day at like watts, dude. I wasn't even up there yet. I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it.
No, I believe you. I mean, you're just coming off of cigarettes. I mean, it's really difficult. Yeah. In fact, it's pointless for you to vape at anything more than like 25, 30 watts. Like,
you'll know when you're ready, Sean. You'll know when you're ready, you know?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, you'll know. You'll be like, you know what? I'm ready for the next step. You'll know.
Yeah.
Right now, you're happy with what you're doing, and it's working for you. That's all that matters.
I appreciate them. Yeah. No, it's just, I think the thing BK is saying too, and the thing that I just wanted to preach to you and everybody on here, it's just that I'm amazed because I'm not new at vaping. I was doing all the smaller stuff ever since like last June, a year ago. But there was nothing in the pocketbook range that would ever give you the satisfaction that you can get now. You know, the fact that you can go out and you can buy a tank for, I mean, let's be honest. Go to MVS, hopefully somewhere that's not gouging you, $13. You know, $13 for that. And then you go sub $40 for the new Coolfire 4 Pro. I mean, they're going to come out with a Coolfire 4 Pro, but they haven't come out with it yet. But, less than $40 for that, and it will fire down to 0.3 ohms. That's unbelievable. I can't believe it changed that much.
You can buy a beautiful pipe and get a great vape. There's just so many fucking options.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, it's just great. I appreciate you having me. And it's funny you're talking about if you build, you're in the in crowd. If you don't, this is exactly what we went through in the RC airplane community about 5 years ago. I fly no engine. We just fly with the wind off the mountain, right? And these are all carbon fiber skeleton foam. I build my own. Of course, I think I'm awesome and stuff, because I can build a really good airplane. But you know what? They're coming out with pre-made stuff just as good as what I can build, and that's progress. So it's like you don't have to exclude people. We weren't excluding pilots up on the mountain for showing up with pre-made stuff. If they can fly, they can fly. And I think in the vaping community, if you're not smoking, you're not smoking. And if you're a part of it, there's no need to kick people out, or no need to make them they're not welcome because they're not doing what you do, And that's the vibe I got from you guys, and I really appreciate it. And I hope my audio is still picking up okay.
We're good.
It's been in and out a little bit, but you're good. I can follow you.
Okay,
Yeah, you're
I
decent,
appreciate
man.
that. Yeah, so, you know, the vape team and all that, if you need a Marine Corps aviator on the vape team, you know, every now and then, whatever. It's all good.
If I need you to come out to New Jersey, pick us up at the Trenton Airport, and fly us out to a vape expo, I'll call you.
Nice. So you're in Jersey?
Yeah.
I'm originally from North Carolina, so
Okay.
yeah, I moved out to Denver back in 2010. Where are you guys? Where's BK and Mike from?
BK is right now in Fancy, Connecticut, but he's moving to Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And Mikey is in Brooklyn, right?
No, I'm in New York City. In New York.
New York City.
Oh wait,
Queens,
that's all the same
right?
thing, right?
You can tell by his accent, I think.
To you, pretty much, this is all the same, right?
Right. It's just out there. It's just way the hell out there, you know. Who the fuck
Yeah,
cares?
we're all New Yorkers.
I remember getting stuck in Brooklyn one time for a day. It was an adventure.
I can
Everybody in the
imagine. What
comment
year was
section
this?
seems to think that blues kick the most clouds.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, views,
Oh,
bro,
God.
views.
Views?
Perfect puff,
Oh,
every
shit.
puff, right, BK?
Oh my God.
That fucking commercial makes me want to punch my TV.
I hate
It's
it.
all like
You know,
they're professional, and
you know,
they have
people-
like the
people
microchip
believe
lab,
it.
and do, like,
They
look
believe
through
it,
a
man.
microscope, like it's some sort of advanced. It's a fucking mass-produced piece of shit that doesn't vape worth a damn, and they act like
Yeah.
it's the first of its kind in the world, and it's going to be the
Well-
perfect device to get you to quit smoking.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Well,
it
Brian,
was
what
like-
are you going
It
to do
was
to
state
combat
of the
that?
art like 4 years ago, you know?
Yeah.
What am I going to do? What?
What are you guys going to do to combat that?
I was thinking about making a mockery video called The Lose, and I was going to do like use my green screen and use the same exact words that they use, but then have like lie come up on the screen.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm afraid of is that these large cigarette manufacturers have enough money to put my life and finish it for good. If
Yep.
they could sue me,
That's
even
how
for
they
something
work off
that's
of
not
fear.
true, and I wouldn't have the defense money to even stand up against it, and I don't want to get involved in that. You know what I mean?
Well, I have a cig-alike manufacturer actually sent me stuff like a month ago, and I haven't reviewed it yet, but I'm going to. Oh, I'm going to review it. I'm gonna do like a half-hour, 45-minute review on these cig-alikes.
Nice,
and believe
BK. I
me,
can't wait for that.
It's going to be good, and within 2 or 3 days, I'm going to follow it up. I'm going to review a pack of Newport 100s.
Oh God!
Yeah.
Don't tell
And
me.
I'm gonna do a dead ass, serious, straight faced review of both of them.
Mm.
The Newports, I'm gonna break one out. I'm gonna light it up on camera, and I'm gonna fucking review them.
Don't do it. Don't do it, man.
Nah, man. You know what, dude? I've been vaping so long. Like, I hate cigarettes. I hate the smell of them.
Yep.
You know, I've lit up 2 cigarettes in the past couple of years since I started vaping, and
Yeah.
both times it made me want to vomit. But
Same here, man.
I'm gonna do
actually,
it just to get my point across. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's mostly to do with advocacy, because I don't know how much you follow that, but like there's a lot of crazy stuff coming down. Like there's forces out there that are trying to eliminate vaping.
Oh, I know.
And
I'm very passionate about that, BK.
yeah, so that's a big part of it. I'm going to review the cig-alike, basically as this is the future of vaping unless you people get your shit together. And then I'm going to review the cigarettes kind of like as a follow-up to that. Like, okay, guys, we lost, and this is what we got. So I'm going to keep reviewing, and as a reviewer, this is what we're reviewing today.
Nice.
Like that kind of thing. A little tongue-in-cheek, but I'm going to do it straight-faced.
Can't wait for that.
People are going to get pissed, but you know what? I really don't care. If you don't get what I'm doing, then I don't really care if you follow me.
Oh, you want to know one thing though, BK? You know that the #1 question is out here in Colorado that I get? Is that weed?
What's that?
Out in Colorado, they always ask, is that weed?
I bet they
No, it
do.
is not weed. We actually have stickers out here. We have stickers out here that people are putting on their mods to say, no, it's not weed. And there's so much ignorance out there. And in the truest sense of the word, they're ignorant. They just don't know better. And I think we're our own ambassadors. So
I think that people don't even know about. They're not educated enough. They don't know what these. They see these things and they get scared.
Yep. They get freaked out. Are you doing drugs? Are you doing drugs?
You get drugs automatically, you know.
Yeah. It's like, are you kidding me? No, this saved my life.
Yeah.
This absolutely saved my life. I ran up 3 flights of stairs today, to get to an appointment and to a meeting.
Yeah.
And I have my last carton of Camels out on the patio. It's actually moldy and wet and falling apart. And I keep it there. So I love it.
It's freaking amazing, isn't it?
It is. It is. Hey, Brian, am I allowed to give a little shout-out?
Sure, go right ahead.
All right, I appreciate it. Just real quick. Well, number one, the picture's not that good, but I didn't want to show my VA ID because it's got numbers on it,
It has nothing to do with Grindr or anything, right?
No, I'm talking about
good.
my VA veteran ID. I didn't want to show that because it's got numbers and everything. But
Yeah.
this was me after I became a Marine at the Iwo Jima Memorial.
Nice.
Wow,
And,
awesome.
Really appreciate the opportunity to speak and hang out with my fellow citizens because you said earlier thank you for your service, and I hope this comes in clearly. But as a veteran who's fought in 2 wars, I want you to know thank you for being a citizen, and thank all of you for being awesome citizens, because if there weren't citizens worth fighting for, there would be no country. There would be no United States. So thank you for doing what you guys do, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Definitely. Thanks for coming on, and also thank you guys for watching because we have run out of time. So from me to you guys,
All right.
Thanks for watching, and we will see you same time, same place, right here next week on the on the Vape team. Sorry, I'm so used to doing my own channel.
You guys plugging this channel.
Yeah.
This
Sorry, Mike. That was you
self-absorbed
guys can all
asshat
plug your
over
channels
here.
too now. Go ahead, Mike. Say your goodbyes because I love you.
Thank you, everyone, for joining me on my Mike Vape show. Thank you. Mike Vape's channel. on the Vape team. Thanks, everybody. Thank you. And thank you for your service, Sean.
Awesome, Mike.
DK.
Well, like we always do here on Butt Kickers, that's all I got for you guys, folks. As always, kick butts, vape for life. I'll see you guys next time. Oh, wait. Thanks for joining us on the Vape team here, guys.